Hey y'all, it's your girl Kimberlyn XO. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, make sure that you guys subscribe and hit the little notification bell to be updated every time that I post. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys a very fun, festive fall look. As you can see, fall has come and I'm so excited. Fall is one of my favorite seasons of the year. So let's stop rambling on and jump straight into this makeup and hair. I'm going to start off by filling in my eyebrows with my BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Brow Palette. I always find myself coming back to this palette. I've had it for years. I absolutely love fall. I don't like summer too much because it's too hot, and I also am not a huge fan of winter because it's just too cold. So fall and spring are right up my alley. I'm just going to go ahead and take this dark brown shade right here. I don't ever really use that black shade. It's too harsh. Sometimes I like using a powder more than using a pencil or a pomade because I feel like it gives me a little bit more control. Then when it comes to the front, I go in a little bit softer in the front so that it's not too harsh. And I usually just use whatever's left on my brush to fill in the front of my brow. So I'm done with my brows for now. I like to do my face last, so I'm going to start off with my eye makeup. So now the fun begins. I'm going in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer to conceal my eyelid. And I'm also going to be using this as a shadow primer base. I'm going to use a little makeup sponge and dampen it with my BH Cosmetics setting spray. And now I'm going to blend, blend, blend. This is also whenever I clean up under my brow, is whenever I'm concealing my whole entire lid. So that is the base of my shadow. So I'm going to be going into my Beauty Creations Tease Me palette, and I'm going to be using a couple of shades out of this palette for this fall look. First, I'm going to take the shade Pleasure, and I'm going to use it as my transition color right above my outer crease. Just a nice peachy, warm nude shade. And I think it would fit into this fall look perfectly. Now I'm going to take the shade Innocent and start packing that right underneath that transition color. I don't think I have hooded eyes, but sometimes I feel like I do when I do my makeup. So I'm going to bring this shadow up a little bit more above my crease. Now we're going to take it even darker by going into the shade Charming and packing this in my outer crease. Now I'm going into the Daisy Marquez palette and I'm taking the shade Cocoa to darken that up even more. That's more like it. And then I'm slightly dragging that to the middle of my crease. And then back out to my outer crease. Then packing on a little bit more. So this is what I'm working with my eyes so far. I'm now going to go into the Ace Beauty palette. This is the Grandiose palette. And I'm going to take both the shades Cinnamon and Myrtle. And I'm going to focus that on the inner portion of my lid. I'm not going to use Cinnamon. I was going to use it as the base color, but I'm going to go straight into the shimmery shade and just use that. And I'm going to take it on my finger and apply it directly to my lid. This is a beautiful shimmery copper shade. The color payoff from this palette is amazing. Now on my brow bone, I'm going to take that shade Jasmine and I'm going to use that as a highlighter. Blend that out. Now I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics liquid eyeliner and line my upper lash line. I'm going to go back into the Daisy Marquez palette and shake the shade Cocoa and put that on my outer crease above the liner because I think I need to darken it a little bit more. For now, I'm going to stop on my eyes and start on my face. First thing I'm going to do is prime with the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. I apply anything, usually with the pump, directly to my face. And then I blend it out. Now for foundation, I'm using the same old Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation in the shade 910 that I've been using for the longest. Now I'm going to blend that out with the sponge. And this foundation is not full coverage. It is medium coverage, so it's buildable. Add more if you feel like you need to. This is also whenever I clean up my brows at the top with a little bit of foundation. Now going back in that ColourPop No Filter concealer, I'm going to conceal under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And this is also whenever I clean up this outer part of my shadow. And again with that tiny little makeup sponge. I feel like the sponge takes a little bit longer to use to blend, but it also does a better job at blending than a bigger sponge. And then I just take this concealer and I clean up this whole entire outer part to get a really nice cut. Watch this. This is without using the sponge to define it, and then this is with using the sponge to define it. So it looks a lot more sharp. Again, just press right over the outer. It's sharp. Also, bringing this up the sides of my nose kind of creates its own natural little contour into the sponge. Now we're gonna set this. To set my face, I am going in with my Becca. This is the Hydra Mist setting powder. This setting powder is so cool. I got it in one of my BoxyCharm subscription boxes. It actually feels wet whenever you apply it to your face, so it leaves you with a more moisturized setting feel. And I like to set. I don't like to bake. Good little bit of setting powder. Set that under my eyes and then brush away the excess. I don't leave a pile of it underneath my eyes while I'm doing my makeup because I feel like it leaves me looking dry and crusty, and ain't nobody got no time to be looking dry and crusty. Now I set my whole face with setting powder, and then my face is usually one solid color, and that's whenever I contour and bronze up the areas out of that. So I'm going to take this powder and actually set my whole face with it. Again, dusting away the excess as soon as I put it there. This way my face won't crease anywhere. Now to bronze up my face, I'm using the Black Radiance bronzer in the shade Bronze Glow. And this is going to add some warmth back into my face. I use the Bronze Glow Black Radiance setting powder to bronze my face. I'm going to be using the Rich Mahogany setting powder to actually contour my face. And I'm only using that to contour my cheekbones and my nose. And drag that contour all the way up to your brow. That will really slim your nose shape if you're trying to contour and slim your nose shape. Then I go over that with the same brush that I used to set my face, make it a little less harsh, just slightly. Now I'm gonna go back to my eyes, back into that Tease Me palette by Beauty Creations to focus on my lower lash line. And I'm going to take this little motor brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Pleasure at first and brush that underneath my lash line. That just really adds so much to this look. I'm going to go in with the shade Innocent and darken it up a little bit. So that is my lower lash. For highlighter, I'm going to use the same highlighter I used on my brow, which was Jasmine from the Ace Beauty palette, right here. And I'm going to use it on my inner corners of my eyes. Now moving back onto my face, I've been obsessed with this Alamar Cosmetics palette. The shade Isla from this blush palette is absolutely gorgeous. It's this pretty coral shade. It's super pigmented, so a little goes a long way. Now for highlighter, I know you guys are tired of saying this, but I had to do it. I'm going into my ColourPop Strobe Glow Luster Dust Highlighter. It's one of my faves. And I just take what they have on the lid because it's super pigmented. Take a little bit on a brush, tap it off, and then highlight. And it looks harsh at first, but once you blend, it's beautiful. Watch, it just melts right into the skin. A little bit on my finger for the tip of my nose. And also my Cupid's bow. Now I'm going to do my mascara, set my face, and then put on my lip gloss or lipstick. I don't know for sure. I'm actually going to do my brows really quick. I forgot to set them, so I'm using my e.l.f. setting gel. For mascara, I'm using the Tarte Big Ego mascara. And I don't wear false lashes because I always have too hard of a time putting them on. So I just pile on tons and tons and tons of mascara to make up for it. Now I feel like being a little bit dramatic. I'm going to take my liquid liner and I'm actually going to drag it all the way to the inner of my eye. I think this one turned out a little bit more like what I was going for. This one's just a little bit, just big fat ass liner chunk for no damn reason, but hey. I'm going to go back into the Daisy Marquez palette and take the shade Matter, which is a black shade, and brush that on my outer lash line at the bottom. This is bold. More mascara. Now for my lip, in honor of fall, I do not want to go nude. I'm leaning more towards either a brown or a nice vibrant wine red. I think I'm going to go with wine red with this look because it's already so dramatic. Why not go even more dramatic, right? But first, I'm going to set my face. So for my lips, first I'm going to line with the Becca Trophy Wife lip liner. It's melted, so this might turn out horribly wrong. Not only is it melted, but I don't have a sharpener, so. But let's switch to this one. We are going to use a Steve Laurent lip liner. This one is in the color Chic. Now I'm going to use two ColourPop lipsticks. I have one from the Disney Villains and one from the Disney Designer Collection. And that is Ursula and Tiana. I'm going to use Ursula on the outer areas of my lip. And then Tiana in the center, kind of create an ombre lip. Oopsies. That's Corella's ass. That was Corella. This is Ursula. Come out! These are both deep shades. This one is more of a burgundy. This one is more of a wine. Now I'm going to take Tiana and finish filling them in. I think I'm actually going to fill it in with this. So this concludes the makeup look for the fall. Now to do something with all this hair. I got my hair flat ironed recently. I've been wearing it in a braid. I kind of feel like I want to keep my hair out of my face though. A little bit more from behind the ear. Ooh, that's better. I like this, guys. My hair is nice and big. Now I can do my edges. There's nothing else more to them that I really want to do. Just spray a little hairspray. So here is the full finished fall look from makeup to hair. I just have a simple half up, half down look. Now for some outfit details. This top is a bodysuit from Zaful. My jeans are Fashion Nova. Shoes are actually a really old pair of heels that I've had for a while from Shoe Department. And my belt is from Ross. So that is all that I got for this video today, you guys. If you guys want to see any other makeup tutorials or hair requests, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that notification bell to be updated every time that I post. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.